Hello, this is the GPS Insight Podcast, and I'm your host, Carla Wardin. We're talking to experts about everything to do with fleet and field. From telematics to dash cams to GPS tracking to today's issues, we're exploring what's going on in our industry together. Thanks for listening. Hello, I'm Carla Wardin, and today our guest is Kelley Long. Hi, Kelley. How are you doing?
Hi, Carla. Great. How are you?
Great. So, Kelley, as the manager of customer support, can you tell me about your job?
Yeah, absolutely. So I have a great team. I basically manage tier one of technical support at GPS Insight. So, just managing that team, making sure we're giving best in class service and trying to make the process of tech support go seamlessly.
Well, let's see. Everyone has had to talk to tech support before, I'm sure. How do you make it go
Absolutely.
seamlessly? How do you make it not a painful process like it is sometimes in other companies?
Right. Nobody likes calling tech support, right? You always have a problem, there's something wrong, and you want it fixed quickly. So what we try to do is make it as painful as possible. I'm sorry, painless, definitely not painful,
Good.
painless as possible. And one of the big things that companies and what we hear from customers that have been at other companies say that they hate waiting on hold. They hate the callbacks that take 48 hours plus. If
Mhm.
they leave a message, are they going to get a call back? So what we try to do is to have somebody speak to a real person, when they call in, they're getting help from one of our team members
Mhm.
and make that, one call resolution is super important for our team. So, just making sure that the customers are getting help right away. That's our number one goal. Nothing is worse than, waiting for a return or waiting for a fix. We don't want that for our customers. We understand that when you're managing a fleet, especially remotely,
Mhm.
there's safety involved, and there's a reason why you're managing and tracking your fleet. So we want to make sure that we can get your devices running just as fast as we can.
Of course, everyone's in a hurry. Everybody's trying to get something else done and nobody wants a technical problem. I realize that the real person part of it is also important. How does that work with your team? How do you connect with people on a personal level?
Yeah, great question. We just try to make it fun. We have
Good.
a great team. We have technical support. People that are super techie tend to, just follow processes. And our team, we have this human nature about us to make it fun. So we, encourage our team members to make, conversation. As they're working on, trying to get a device to work, we encourage them to talk to the customer, get to know them. What do they like to do? What does their day look like today?
Mhm.
Not putting them on hold. Of course, if that's what they're getting back from the customer, they'd rather just, keep it, get down to business. They'll
Right.
do that. But we try to be more personal with our customers and get to know who they are. And so when they call back next time, we can say, hey, how's your next project working, or how was your day when you had a million things to do. We try to remember our customers and use that to just give a better customer experience.
That is a better customer experience. Anytime that you're working with someone and they express interest on a personal level, it always makes the interaction go a little bit better for me. I know.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Especially, when you're calling technical support, 9 times out of 10, you're probably a little frustrated. Something's not working that you want it to. So, just having our techs be able to really talk to them, get to know who they are, understand, empathize with what they're going through, goes a long way.
What are some of the issues that customers are dealing with right now? I mean, obviously there's the technical side, but is there something that you have been helping people with in particular?
Yeah, so I don't know if you've heard, but we've had a 3G network shut down twice in 2022 that has really impacted our business. We had one back, I think it was like April, and with AT&T, and T, and then Verizon decided to shut down their 3G network as well in the end of December. So, these are customers that have been with us for quite some time. They have older devices, and they haven't installed a new device probably in 5 to 7 years. So that kind of shook some customers, just having to find a device that would replicate what they had previously and getting that installed. And technology is always changing. So that was a really difficult issue that we've been dealing with and we're still dealing with today.
In working with your team, are you remote? Are you in the office? Where is everyone and who are you working with?
Yeah, so I actually am remote. I live in Texas. I'm an original Rhino fleet tracking employee. So when we merged together, so I'm in Texas. I have my team is kind of all over. I have some in Maryland and Florida, and then a large majority headquarters in Arizona. It's where the majority of my team is, but we have some in Texas and some kind of all over. And it really helps with us being able to provide that support, around the clock for our customers too, by having people kind of scattered throughout the United States.
Yes, when you're on all the different time zones, you know that you're going to be able to reach someone at the right time zone for you.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
Now, you said you came with Rhino Fleet. How long have you been with GPS Insight and Rhino Fleet altogether?
Yeah, so actually next week will mark my 5-year anniversary with the
Oh,
company.
hooray.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's been a journey. It's funny thinking back from, the very day one of my career. I started as just really, I applied to be a receptionist. I had young children and I just wanted an after school or but while they were at school job to keep me busy. And it kind of launched this huge career. I mean, at the time I was going to school to be a nurse and I just thought, hey, I'm going to be bored at home, so let me find a little job. And I stopped becoming my path to be a nurse, and then instead got a business degree, and here I am. So it's been a journey. It's been a journey for sure over the last 5 years.
It has been a journey and a pretty successful one for you. I would just like to announce that, as you already know, that Kelley Long won Employee of the Year of 2022. So congratulations on that, Kelley.
Thank you. Gosh, it's such an honor. Um, I feel I told this to my team. I feel like, the scene in Mean Girls with Lindsay Lohan and she breaks up her crown and passes it to the team. As silly as a reference that is, that's how I feel. I have a great mentor with the CEOs, Jerry Scott. I have a great counterpart, Jake Stover, who really encourages me and we make a great team. But my team and all of support, I'm just so thankful for everybody. I couldn't do and be who I am without, a great team behind me.
That is a mark of a great teammate that you recognize everyone else who is working with you. It is always nice to work with such strong people and such strong coworkers. And I think we're all really lucky with that at GPS Insight.
Yeah, yeah, we have a great team. Everybody cares, and it's evident, throughout when you talk to everybody in each department. This is a company full of passion, and it's really neat to be a part of it.
I agree. When you are working with someone and they have a problem and it's something that seems unsolvable, how do you walk them through it? What do you do? What steps do you take to make sure that you can get off the call and everyone's happy?
Some of the problems, it's really just breaking it down. Sometimes, with device issues, something that might seem um, difficult with like having to rewire or things like that, it's really just breaking it down, making it really simple for the customer.
Mhm.
Um, Sometimes it does seem impossible, but typically with these devices, we can fix them, whether it's over the air or if we need to replace, of course, technology isn't perfect and things happen. So, replacing them also, something that we have to do from time to time. But just really making it as simple as possible as we can. A lot of the things that we do is proactive. So we have a whole team, our hardware engineering team that is solely focused on proactive fixes for devices. So the customer doesn't even know or worry about anything, whether that's firmware updates or, something that needs to be fixed on the back end. We have a great team that deals with that before it even gets, into the customer's hands. So, um, I wouldn't say that we come across issues that are terribly, terribly difficult, because we do have a great team that gets to them before they become a giant problem. So it's kind of nice. It kind of makes my job easy.
Yes, always nice if you don't have giant problems to fix.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
You've mentioned a one call, you've mentioned proactive, talking to real people, and I know these are all part of our support model. Are there other things in the support model that you talk to your team about, that you talk to people about, that you'd like to emphasize?
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't realize kind of the tier that we have with our position with support. So it kind of branches out. My team is tier one, and we handle more reactive responses where, the ones answering the phones, taking the emails in, and casing, things like that. Follow up, that's kind of what we're responsible for. But we also have two other tiers, tier two, and they handle more escalations and projects and firmwares and things like that. They also do answer the phones and help out with that as well. And then we have our tier three, who's hardware engineering that really handles, like I was saying, those proactive measures. So, with all of this combined, it really helps make a really great, support team.
Mhm.
And I don't know if people really know that the layers, the behind the scenes, so to speak, of what this support team actually does.
Yes, I think that it's useful for everyone to understand that. I think a lot of people don't know the different tiers, and thanks for telling us about them. And obviously, you have things organized and under control at work. What do you like to do when you're not at work?
Gosh, I have two boys. I have a 15-year-old and a 10-year-old, so they definitely keep me busy. During baseball season, you can find us at a Texas Rangers baseball game where, although I know they're not a great team, we still enjoy going and enjoying the game. Um, we also, gosh, you could find us in Colorado probably 3 or 4 times a year. We like to hike and get into the mountains and unplug as much as we can. That's big for our family, but uh, you know, personally, I love to read. I like to binge watch the latest documentaries and
Mhm.
TV shows, and yeah, that's about it.
Well, that is absolutely great. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me.
Of course, thanks for having me. It's so much fun.
Again, this is Kelley Long, Manager of Customer Support, as our guest today, and I am Carla Wardin. Thank you for listening.